Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's held. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Slams it ahead. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Grab near the marker. It's Blue. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut it to the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Steps away to find some room. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a cross. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, and you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Got his man quick. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the ground game. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. To the air. It's Lagway. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that throw.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Fires in the trap back, picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas. defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that pump and secure it, get you a touchdown.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David can swing the momentum. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. What in the world was he doing? Where was he going? And they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense understanding where they are in the field? They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll call for the fair catch here. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Working that left side now. Makes a grab and he's dragged down. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Going for a big play right off the bat. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to run it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on second down. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in and this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Trying to find his man on first down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And it's loose. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. For knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Quarterback moving. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw this one.
He's going to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The Gamecocks are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Going for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, when you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything we dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're picking.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Florida. What a catch and run for 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now for this defense moving forward.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, run.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Quarterback's throwing away from Heat. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The sack, and time has run out in the first half. They passed on a field goal attempt, and they'll get Zippo. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. They're working that left side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. They're trying to get to it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Comes out throwing on first down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. With the catch, it's Wilson. Finds a crease at the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Lagway. He fires to the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. He'll come out throwing on first down. Floating away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge get.
Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quick strike complete. Bounced off his feet.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. The completion well past the sticks. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game to pick up the first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Going up top on first down. Feeling some heat. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. I'm a switch team! Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Looking to go up top on first down. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gets it out fast. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Harvard. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains inside the 21. The Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On second down, he'll let it fly. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll try to pass their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
They'll run the option. And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, you talk about all the excitement and emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over. Now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Continues to fight for yards. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get it done.
To the ground, he's got it again. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I call, Ref. That's what I call.
It's going our way, baby.
Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it right down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. After the misfire, now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That quarterback was doing his best. Houdini escaping in the... Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and Faurot Field, named for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are hoping that they put together a big W. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the result will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. Fair catch called for and made. Set on first down. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
He tries to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man, it's Cook. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes. You're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You've got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback is going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Extending the play. Throws into the middle of the field. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You've got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Tony.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Here we go.
Come on, guys, you got it.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Dropping back, it's Cook. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that ball is picked off.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking for the score. And they will score. Touchdown, Tiger.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Harbor. No chance to run, but still a good game.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Pulls it in. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Shakes off the defender. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Manning. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Better than this.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a snagged by the defense. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, 2 teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators will kick it away first. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. It's Harvard. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass on second down. Coming after it. Scrambling away. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the past game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. When you saw it right there, opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. The ball's free. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a turnover for this offense. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The offense set for a first down play. To throw, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Pressure coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Right on target this time. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. They keep attacking through the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sanders. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wideout. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this quarterback is looking dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, South Carolina. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six. sandstorm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The handoff to Johnson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Looking deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got loose, it was all over. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting it.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got another 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get into a predictable situation. 3rd and long. bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You can have a little fun, go get the ball.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's up.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires on the move. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got his man. Will not get. Fourth down stop.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On second and 10, a four wide out set, trips right. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, that down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. just taking the in. This drive will start at the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. On the run, fires downfield. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals. But you
Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Four wide out set, three of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wide out. Or did he find a hole in the defense? Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Gamecocks will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's not afraid to go deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QBs want to make plays. It's what they are. It's who they are. And defensively, we got to understand when they get outside the pocket, what am I doing now? I got to make sure that I start to plaster to my guys, take away those easy throws. Those linebackers have...
Got it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers...
The fake, and he wants to throw. And that pass is intercepted. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Trying to get rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires downfield. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecock.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He uncorks one deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Gator.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Sellers. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. And the Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at half. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He'll get rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
That's caught. It's Wilson.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
On On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams. Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Hockey and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now 7 defensive backs on the field getting ready for a passing down. They'll throw it on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got a man. It's Harbor.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run. Nice job by the wide receiver getting open in the slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And that play had no chance. And you sell pass, and you want to sneak a draw in there. The idea is to get those defensive linemen, Palmer, running up the field. But it's almost like they knew what was coming, and they shut that down quick.
Yeah, and so you're running the play. It's not going to be a great look defensively. As a quarterback, then, you've got to do a real good job of trying to sell pass. And I think he just hurried it a little bit too much. That play didn't look like it was going to have a chance anyways, but the quarterback, he's got to be a better actor on those draw plays.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Getting some heat. Using his feet to buy time. On the move at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. This has the makings of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. And he loses the football. Almost a disaster on that return. They'll jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. He's looking deep. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know.
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to it. He'll let one go down the right side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gator! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that guy. Nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. And I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays in.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Throws to the wideout. And it's good. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want... Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Gators want to move quickly. Back to pass. It's Lagway. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Feeling some heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback will honor it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, they can also drain the clock. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Touchdown, Gamecock! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. Second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line played
a little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it all right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Trying to pound their way in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this team.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28th. To the air on first down. Coming after him. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wide open downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. It's complete to the right. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.